Good morning, Jürgen.
Morning.
Welcome to Liverpool Football Club. Tell us what has attracted you to this challenge. How does it feel?
Well, first of all, I have to say sorry for my English. But usually I'm now on holiday. But since a few days I know that I'll be back in the race, and I only can say it's the biggest honor I can imagine to be here. For me, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and gave me this opportunity to try to help in a situation that's not so difficult like all the people in this room feel. I think it's not the perfect moment, of course, but I feel it's a good moment to come here, and so I feel really proud.
What attracted you then to the challenge here at Liverpool?
The intensity of the football, how the people live football in Liverpool or around Liverpool, all Liverpool fans all over the world. So it's not a normal or usual club, it's a special club, and if I had two very, very special clubs with Mainz 05 and Borussia Dortmund, and in this row, it's a perfect next step for me to be now here and try to help.
One for you, Ian, if I may. What makes Jürgen the right man for the job?
Well, when we obviously started the search, it was important that we found somebody who we believe could bring success to the club. It was important that we brought somebody who could take on the size, the might, and the ambition of the club, and you know, Jürgen certainly ticks those boxes. And then I think when we spend time together, myself, the owners, and Jürgen, I think, you know, you get a feeling. You know, it's like any relationship, I guess. There's a connection, and there's an understanding of the culture of this football club, and it was, you know, it was good to feel that from Jürgen, that, you know, he really understood the size and the reach and the ambition of the club, and that makes for a great relationship.
Hi Jürgen. What would you say now then are the aims for the season and longer term? How realistic is it to think that you could win the Premier League in the next 3 years?
Good question. I think this is one of the biggest problems you have here in Liverpool, maybe on the island. For sure, the Premier League is one of the most difficult leagues in the world, because 5, 6, 7 clubs can be the champion, and at the end only one is the champion, and all the other are disappointed, live in the middle of a disaster or something like this. So I think the most important moment for a development, and we have to develop, of course, not because of the situation now, because of the situation in the last years, we have to develop is the start. And I think we all have, this would be a good moment for a restart, a really good moment. And it's not important in this moment who is at the end of the season winner of the Premiership. Nobody knows. Premier League, sorry, nobody knows. But it's only important that we play our own game, that the player feel the confidence and the trust of the people. Yesterday I spoke to LFC TV. It's a real important thing that the player feels the difference from now on. Of course, they have a new coach from another country, all the things, but they have to think that they can reach the expectations of all the other people, of all the fans, of all the press or whatever. So if somebody wants to help, you have to change from doubter to believer. It's a very important thing. We have to start together new, and then we will see what will happen this year. We have to change our performance, of course, because nobody's satisfied in this moment. But sometimes you are not satisfied only because you don't see the big steps in development you wait for, because of the money they spend and all these things. So stop thinking about money. It's over. Yes, it's really no reason in this moment. It's not to only think about football. And if you want to enjoy the game, you have to be prepared for this. You have to come to the stadium, and you want to see something good, one-to-one situation, fighting spirit. You want to see many sprints, many shoots, all the things you want to see. And if you see this, and then the result is only the result of these things, and that's what we work for.
I have to ask you about signing players though, because a lot's been said about the transfer committee here. So how ultimately is it going to work now? Who is going to be responsible for signing players?
Yeah, this is really a crazy discussion, and I heard about it. It's because it was not a problem for 10 seconds. No, it was not a problem. Yes, we talked about it, of course, but I'm not an idiot, so I don't want to. Yes, I don't want to be. No, I don't say the same thing like yesterday. But for me, it's enough. For me, it's enough that I have the first and the last word. And in the middle of these two words, we can discuss about everything. Right? And if it don't take too long time, because we only want to discuss about very good players, and it's really, and it's discussing on the highest level. I hope so. Yeah, and that's all what we have to do. I'm not a genius. I don't know more than the rest of the world. I need the other people to get the perfect information, and when we have this, then we will sign with the player or sell a player or whatever. But it's really easy to handle this.
Obviously, there's been a change in the backroom staff, but what attempts have been made to also add people like Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, Didi Hamann to the coaching staff here?
Well, those decisions will be Jürgen's, but I think today and certainly the near future is about what we have and what Jürgen has to work with, and that'll be for him to assess. And we, as is always the case, there were some changes yesterday around the change of a manager, but it's it's moving forward, and there's no plans at this stage other than for Jürgen to get together with his staff from this afternoon and then take it forward from there.
Hello, Jürgen. You came here not too long ago for a pre-season game, and you seemed to enjoy yourself. Was there perhaps a moment there where, either in your head or in your heart, that you thought one day you might come back here in this role?
Yeah. Yes, of course, but only. I'm not a dreamer in this way, but of course, when I'm something like, I don't know if the right word, football romantic. I love all the stories, all the histories about this, and of course Anfield is one of the best places in the football world, for sure. So, and it was my first time at Anfield, and I came in, and of course I a little bit thought about it, how it would be. Now I'm here. It seemed to be I'm a really lucky guy, huh? So it's really a good moment for me. I'm really looking forward to the first training with the players, to the first match, and yeah, I'm prepared. I'm absolutely relaxed. I had 4 months holiday. Everything is perfect, and I would say I'm in best shape.
Jürgen, Ben Smith from the BBC. It's been a quarter of a century, as you know, since Liverpool last won a league title. Are you ready for the weight of expectation? You talk about the romance that is going to be on your shoulders from the city, from the people of this city. Are you ready to take that on?
I'm not sure if I understood the whole question, but I try to answer. Maybe you can interrupt me when the answer is wrong. Yes, you said it, 25 years ago. It's a long time. So in this time, all people tried to get better, to improve, to take the next title, and so on. But history is only the base for us. It's only because all the people are interested in, but it's not allowed that you take the history, the big history, in your backpack and carry it all the day to 20-kilo history, and you are not in your race, and we have to come in our race, and that's very important. So many people sit here in the last year on this chair, and it always depends to expectations. And now we really have to start development, not to wait. I want to see the first step next week. You can want to see the first step next week, but not always compare with other times. Not always. Only stay now. This is a great club with a really good team, big potential, fast players, strong players, good defenders, flexible, creative. Everything is there. Some players are injured. That's normal. Let's try to start a new way. I think this is the perfect moment to do this, because now really everything is different. Here's the German guy, first time. Oh, let's try to use this, because I don't know all, but I'm a pretty good listener. And I want to listen now, what happens until now. And then I go to Melwood, see what will work, what don't work, what doesn't work, and all these things. I had to think about it, and then we play football. It's a good moment now. With 3-4 days, not all the players are there, so I can come in. That's really good. And then we will start. We start to play try to start very emotional football, because I think it's important at Anfield. You cannot have the best atmosphere. Maybe, okay, I come from Dortmund, so I first have to hear. But the best atmosphere in the world, yeah, and then you play like this. It doesn't work together. All the world is talking about ball possession football. The best teams in the world play possession. That's the truth. But we cannot change the rules of the game. 50%, they have chance. They have the ball. 50%, we have the ball. So we have to have a plan for both. And that's what we have to do. But we have to do it together. We have to work together. We have to feel what's if the team have some problems or if not. If they have, solve them. If they don't have, use the power of the team. So it's time to start. It's time to restart. That's for sure.